the heavy judgment that we have reminds me of this poem by Dorothy Hunt. It's called Peace is This Moment Without Judgement. And it's, do you think peace requires an end to war or tigers eating only vegetables? Does peace require an absence from your boss, your spouse, yourself? Do you think peace will come some other place than here? Some other time than now? In some other heart than yours? Peace is this moment without judgment. That is all. This moment in the heart space where everything that is welcome. Peace is this moment without thinking that it should be some other way, that you should feel some other thing, that your life should unfold according to your plans. Peace is this moment without judgment, this moment in the heart space where everything that is welcome.
Oh, that is so beautiful. I was hoping you were going to read it for us.
And I think we all know that. We've all had that experience. I truly believe that every single person knows always about what you and I are talking about.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's no secret.
No, and it's not sort of new. We're not revolutionizing anything
Yeah,
here.
yeah, it's old hat.
But there's that moment, and when you've had it, first of all, when you recognize that it's there, and you recognize that you have access to it at any time, then it becomes this practice where we can I be in this moment with this person in this conversation or with myself and be with things exactly as they are, not trying to think that things should be a different way, not trying to think we should feel something different than we're feeling, but just being with everything in the heart space where everything that is welcome.
Yeah.
And it's a practice, and we take it on.
Yeah.
And it really is this place of we call it different things. You call it love, you call it joy, you call it peace. But it's this space where all the sort of judgment and it's almost like the whole thought mind structure just falls down and away, and then you're just present with things as they are. And I think that's kind of what our show title is pointing towards, is that walking. First of all, we just experience it like here it is, like, wow, it's in this moment. But then, imagine if you had enough facility with it, you've practiced it enough that you can actually walk in that space. You can move through your life, physically moving through, like room to room, metaphorically or physically, literally, walking through your life, walking in joy, walking in peace, walking in love. Like what that experience would be like, and it's accessible.
Yeah. Yeah, imagine interacting with your spouse, your significant other,
your teenagers,
your teenagers, your kids, your friends, your coworkers, right? Your boss, without judging them, without thinking, you know what, I need them to be a certain way so that I can be okay. That's what we're doing all the time. And man, when we let go of that, that's the spiritual practice in my mind. It's not esoteric, it's not complex, it's letting go of judgment. That's basically the Course in Miracles version of forgiveness. Right? We're seeing things as they are, not as we would like them to be, judging them against some made up future or some inaccurately remembered past. Right? The good old days, right? I wish things were like the good old days. there's so much we're doing with our minds. It's just that isn't being with things as they are. And it's a transformative experience.
And one of the things that I like about the poem is Dorothy Hunt is talking about the heart space, because you can actually feel it when you go from the heart space where everything is just as it is, and then it's like, oh, but and you just feel the energy rise right up into your head, and then you're like, but really things would be better. Things are great, we can totally, but things would be better if this person would stop doing that, right? And it might be true, because there's the whole thing. Maybe things would work better if we kept driving between the lines instead of over the lines, right? Yeah, there's a truth to
Yeah.
that, but there's also that much more experiential and larger truth of entering our heart space and moving into our life, through our life from that space.
Yeah, I really like that poem, Harold. Thank you for sharing that.